Season 9 is great, but there are problems. Hello! You probably clicked on this video because you fit into one of two categories.
Season 9 is amazing, I love Season 9, oh my god,
10 for 10.
Let's fucking go, dude! Yeah!
Bronze 4.
Or Season 9 has ruined the game I love. The meta is shit. Healing doesn't exist. 5 stacks everywhere. Please help me. Or maybe you're somewhere in between. In this video we'll look at some objective facts about the current state of the game, and we'll do a little bit of thinking about what might be good for the game and what might not be so good for the game. Let's do some pros and cons real quick. Pro 1. We did it! We got rid of fucking rank cards. We're so back, baby. We're so back. Rank cards was introduced into the game because some people got ranked anxiety. And honestly, even as a guy that doesn't really get ranked anxiety myself, I understand how people get it, right? If you have one main account and you're scared to queue because you can see your SR go down, you might not want to queue up another game, right? So Blizzard introduced rank cards to sort of like, I don't know, hide where you are rank-wise. But what it ended up doing is having people go 0-14 on their card and just never playing on that account ever again. And also, people just sort of had to guess whether or not they would rank up or down in their card, leading to a long grinding of sweaty rank gaming, only to get omega edged by the cards. So they introduced percentages into the cards after to make it a little bit more transparent, but it also just lets you seeing that top 99% text and just shutting off the game. And at that point, why even have rank cards, right? You get to see where you are anyways at the end. Now, you won't have to sit there and hope you go 5-0 on your card and hopefully rank up. You can just play and get instantly rewarded for it. Thank you very much, Blizzard. Thank you so much. Pro 2. The buffing of HP and DPS passive are actually really good ideas for the game. Overwatch 2 has been seeing a lot of supporters OP rage bait posts, and honestly, it's because it kinda is.
I'm playing up.
Yeah.
They're looking at me now.
I dare you.
I'm gonna pull them
It is
together.
so ridiculous that he can do that, right? Be an absolute shitter. See, if the Sojourn commits, right? He dies, because it's fair. If the Kiri commits, she can just get out after missing everything. That was the perfect example. These last 20 seconds showed everything that's wrong in 01.
Right? A Kiriko could solo pretty much every DPS in the game and just choose to TP out. Bab could outdamage most DPS and still have some of the highest heals in the game, with an ability that literally makes people immortal. Like, what? We even saw playstyles like DPS Moira pop off, where you could just only DPS, almost never heal a teammate, and only play for yourself and still get top 500. And I actually even did that with Moira in Season 3 of Overwatch 2, whilst only playing drunk. I kid you not, every night I would go out and get drunk with my friends, I would come home and I would sit down and play at least a couple of games of DPS Moira. And I actually managed to hit like top 500 as well, like what? And yes, I hear what you're thinking, but Herlov, it's because the players are good. They only win because they have good game sense, right? And it's true. Like, honestly, if you're top 500 on support, you are objectively a good player. But the amount of effort to reach it is factually lower than other roles, since their abilities are just straight up better. They have the better kit, right? Now, with all these changes, it is a little bit more balanced, and honestly, it's executed really well, I can't even lie. Supports are still playable, but they just are tuned down a little in the overall game, right? And the time to kill is actually not too different on most heroes, which just makes the flow of the game feel really good, while it's not ruining the whole role, right? I would like to see the DPS passive get some sort of indicator as to when you are passive to make it more transparent to the players, and also get tuned down a little bit number-wise, because like 20% feels like a little bit too much. Like maybe 15 or 10% would be better, because it can make it frustrating for supports feeling like they're healing like literally just doesn't heal their team, right? And that actually leads me perfectly into cons. Oh my god, the meta, it's actually painful, guys. Like, okay, I know that's not really like an objective fact, right? A meta can be fun for different people, but like the way I see it, when you're running a Sen Lucio backline, it's something that affects the whole game in a negative way. Like, imagine you are a tank and you get no healing because you just simply can't. Like, you're a DPS passive, you only maybe have a Sen orb on you to heal you, and you don't get a Lucio heal buddy, because honestly, that's not what the hero is for, right? You're therefore basically forced to play around one good push whilst you have full HP from spawn with a speed boost, and then once you get low, you're forced to walk around the entire map and trying your very best to live and wait until an orb instantly heals you back up. And all of this applies to like some DPS as well. Like my cute, lovely, awesome, adorable DPS character Bastion feels the same as that, except you just don't have a shield and like you have less HP than tanks, right? It's just simply unplayable. And now I know what you're saying. Herlof, we know you love Bastion. You just project him because he's having a rough time. And to that I say, no, I am not. Contrary to popular belief, I actually like to play other heroes, and I like to see players have a good time overall in the game, right? I've tried to look at what other players are saying, and they also complain about just not feeling like healing exists anymore. It's a fact that metas are subjective, but I can see that the majority of my ranked teammates, people on Twitter, Twitch chatters, and even Zen Lucio players do not enjoy the low heal, wait for speed boost, send spamming machine gun bullets down fucking main meta. Some may do, but most honestly don't. And that actually leads me perfectly into Con 2. The hitboxes, bro, the hitboxes. Now I know what you might be thinking. Hello, shut the fuck up. The hitboxes are a good change since Overwatch is a game where aiming is notoriously difficult. People move around a lot and at different speeds, and suddenly you see a Lucio flying around, right? The different characters in the game just have vastly different hitboxes as well. Like, it's just harder to hit shots in Overwatch than, for example, CSGO or Valorant, where you hold an angle at head height that you know they will peak. But with that being said, the way they executed it is insane.
How?
Like, come on, bro. Come on. The models of the different heroes do not represent the hitbox accurately at all anymore. Like, at all. Not even close. This just leads to players feeling like they explode really fast to spam, and also somehow leads to players landing a shot and just feeling like it wasn't really that rewarding after it, you know? Like, imagine you kill everyone, but you look back and realize, 3 of my one-tap headshot kills would not have killed them if the hitbox hadn't changed. My aim sucks, to be honest. You know? If they maybe have the hitbox buff, I would probably have put this in pros, because like I said, it's good for the game. But for now, it simply has to be put in cons, to be honest. Con 3. The matchmaking and 5 stacks. Now, this one might not apply to all of you guys watching this one, but it ruins the competitive integrity of the higher ranks so much. Since the higher you go, the less players there are. The matchmaking can usually take a little while to put you into a lobby, and sometimes it even puts you with lower ranked players. Honestly, I'm getting a little off track here. The point is to not ruin the new Grandmaster 5 stacks player experience. They have allowed them to match into people that are not 5 stack, and this just results in terribly uneven lobbies. How can I win? How can I win? Meanwhile, we have Boger, Kaya and Necros who play on the same contenders team, SK smurfing from NA, and Kaiji just fucking zipping his G Fuel sponsorship whilst rubbing his Curison dick, winning all over me. Like, how the fuck can I win? How the fuck can I actually win that? Holy shit! A whole team of solo queue people should just not be allowed to queue into a 5 stack. Hell, even if the 5 stack is a few divisions like under you, they will still have the upper hand because they have the communication, they have the willingness to play comps and match well together, whilst the solo queue team's game just feels honestly unwinnable, I can't lie. And this is not something that happens once in a blue moon. That game in the clip was the first of many that day. In fact, I queued only into 4 stacks or 5 stacks for 5 hours straight while solo queuing only. And in 1 or 2 games, I had a 4 stack on my team and they just didn't talk to me because they were all on a Discord call, right? And I hear you. Herlof, just stack yourself X. Bro, first of all, I have and I won. I stacked with some really good players from all year and we won games and honestly I had fun. I was playing with my friends and we could talk and we were winning. But there's just also a new level of sweat on ranked, right? Like we had to hardcore everything. We could not chill for 1 second and also it felt so unfair for the enemy team. Which, and I checked, were mostly solo queues and or duo queues. So yeah, what can you do about it? Fuck if I know, to be honest. Maybe do like League of Legends where they have ranked solo queue, duo and a ranked flex queue. Yeah, you'll end up discouraging the 5 stacks from playing because they have to queue a whole separate mode. And yeah, I know they've tried it before, but I can just honestly say this is not the way. Solo queue is borderline unplayable in the higher ranks, not even factoring in the min-maxing / max ranging, the smurfing, the win traders. Like I haven't even touched on that. Add that in and it genuinely just becomes such a terrible experience to queue. Like guys, like ranked as fucking fuck right now, I can't even lie. Conclusion. Okay, I know I rambled a little bit there, guys, I can't even lie. But don't get me wrong, even with the cons, I think this is actually one of the best patches Blizzard has ever done. Because the cons, honestly, not that hard to fix, right? Like, if we had a good meta, good matchmaker, the new rank transparency, like, wow. Just wow. However, this patch just need those tweaks to get it there, right? And I really hope the mid-season patch fixes it. So honestly, that wraps it up, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's actually the first like educational / non-Twitch highlights clipped on type video I ever do on this channel. So if you liked it, be sure to let me know by liking and throwing a little sub. Maybe a little sub, guys. Come on, guys. Or go check out like my Twitch. Twitch is TV /Herlof. 2 fucking grill me for my horrible takes. If you didn't know already and got here from a YouTube recommended page, I'm a top 10 DPS player from Denmark who specializes in bashing gameplay, and I stream over at twitch.tv/herloaf fairly regularly, to be honest, at this point. So if you want to support what I do as a little side hobby of mine, throw me a bone and check out my Twitch. I would really appreciate it a lot, guys. Thank you so much for watching.